Hello, everybody. Oh, look, there's a dollar sign down. Does that mean I get paid for this? I don't think I do. Um, no. I just went to a Salvation Army here in town, and almost left with some stuff, but I was like, yeah, do I really need more music? Well, I mean, I guess I do. I didn't buy anything though. I think StreamYard just cut off like the first 10 seconds of what I was talking about, but I was just saying that I went to a Salvation Army in town and I didn't buy anything. There was some. It was like a Ronnie Millsap album. It's like, do I even know his music? I mean, it looked like it was in good shape, but I listened to a little bit online, and I'm kind of glad that I didn't purchase it. So, almost bought like Meter's greatest hits on CD. Would have been like 99 cents, but I don't know. Meters are great. I don't know if anybody out there agrees with me. I'm sure a lot of music folks think that they're great. Um, I don't know what to talk about. This is going to be really boring. Um, so yeah, I've been kind of getting into the uh, some like kind of more obscure albums that no one's ever heard of. Just been listening, just been finding some cool channels online of people just uploading kind of rare and hard to find kind of folkier albums and Christian psychedelic folk and just kind of oddball Christian music from the 70s and 80s and stuff. Um, yeah. I'll show you a CD I got in the mail yesterday. It's pretty awesome. I encourage people um, that are open to foreign language music. This is a very, very, very famous Brazilian artist. But hold on, let me grab the CD. I have to put the phone down. This is professional, recording and stuff. This is Elise. And please forgive me if I butcher the name. Regina. This is her most famous album. I got this for about $10 online, used, and it's a fantastic album. It's pretty rocking and rolling, and it's got some. Yeah, it's really. I can't even put it into words like what it sounds like. It's just very in your face singing kind of. I would say this is probably maybe her most accessible album, maybe her most experimental album. But yeah, it's really good. I encourage you to check it out. Really, really, really good album. I've listened to it a couple times since I've listened to it probably 10 times already. Uh, Not since I purchased it, but I listened to it streaming a lot. I've been kind of looking for it on vinyl, but it's pretty expensive. Like they do a great service to reissue it on some reissue label or something like that. I don't know how that works, but that particular one I think is on like Phonogram or something. Is it Polygram? I'm sorry, Polygram Verve. The album's from '76. It looks like I thought it was '75, but I guess it's '76. Sadly, I think she died in like 1982 at the age of 36. It's like combination cocaine, alcohol, something else that she took. It was like an accidental overdose. Pretty sad, I guess. Sounds like she has some substance problems, maybe. Uh, yeah, kind of sad how people kind of. I'm not a any kind of a substance user, so other than caffeine, which I probably abuse. So um, yeah, glad that people are watching this. I don't expect them to, but let's see what we got here. Here is the invite if anybody wants to come up to this. Yeah, my phone is just really, really slow, I think. So just chilling at home by myself with my doggies. Um, yep, just kind of a relaxing evening. Pretty nice outside, actually. Um, let's see. There's the invite if anybody wants to come up. Yeah, no. I think in my last video that I actually did a few days ago, I kind of went through some albums that I got. But I've been listening to more, like I said, more kind of like private press stuff and kind of oddball things, I guess. One thing I am excited about, I guess, there is a new box set that's coming out, I think, in July of Nick Drake's first album. That's like going to be like Making of Five Leaves Left. I think maybe it's next month, but I think it's in July, maybe. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's coming out on LP. I think there are at least two songs from it that have dropped like streaming. If you want to check it out, I haven't actually listened to the second one that came out the other day. So yeah, pretty pretty chill evening here. I got my little Yorkie mix guy. What do you got on your? You are showing your little white hair right there. You want to come say hi? You come say hi? You come say hi to the camera? Say hi, people. Hi, little Bo. Okay. Your breath stinks so bad. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I see one person is watching, but I don't know. Try not to bore people to death. I don't know what to talk about. Music wise. Um, I heard this kind of crazy. I don't know. It's like very kind of like a devotional style Christian folk album. Really oddball album from like 1970, I think. Yesterday, or around that time period, is like a private press. This lady kept. She had the voice almost of a child. Very kind of like a high pitched. I don't even know how to describe it, but the music is very kind of heartfelt. Um, Sort of the it was all like original songs, and it was like why do you worry when I'm this close to you? It's kind of like God is near you all the time and always willing to forgive, yada yada yada, which is true, but um stuff like that. So I don't know, it was a very interesting album. I was like, the guitar playing was very subdued, like it was, her voice was very present in the mix, I guess. And she kept mispronouncing on one of the songs. She kept mispronouncing a word. I don't think intentionally. It's just like something to do with how she said a particular word, or maybe like a speech impediment or something. I don't know, but it was annoying me. I can't remember what the word was, but it was like I'd have to go back and listen to it. But I, this is like I'm just rambling. I'm sorry. I don't know what to. So I found a few weeks ago. I found a Beach Boys album, "Love You," which is a very contentious, polarizing album. But I actually kind of like it. Very Brian Wilson heavy. If you like that kind of thing, at least his songs, I believe. Like maybe I'm wrong. Somebody out there correct me because I don't really know the Beach Boys that well. But it's an album that had I seen it out for really inexpensive, like I paid $5 for it actually, um, and it's in pretty nice shape. It's an original, so I was pretty happy to find that. Not really a Grail record, but kind of on my way, like on the way to a Grail, I guess. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Man, I suck at live streaming. I haven't done this. I used to do them all the time 5 years ago during COVID and stuff. I had a lot more downtime and I was sick. Well, not, I didn't have COVID, but I couldn't be around people that had it. And a lot of people were coming up with it at work. So it's kind of one of those deals that they kind of allowed us to be off work. So I took some time off work. I think maybe a total of 3 weeks, 5 years ago. So I don't know what else to talk about. So I was listening to probably a couple hours ago now. I was listening to Tommy James and the Shondells Crimson and Clover album. Very good album. very very feel good music. I mean, if I highly recommend that album. I'd like to own that on vinyl, but I think I have. I think the only Tommy James I have is a free record that I got in a free bin, and it sounds fantastic. It's like an early. It's like probably the one that people know about, early greatest hits compilation from probably the 60s while they were still kind of making a lot of hits. Um, yeah, kind of want to read his biography someday. I kind of like Tommy James. He's pretty good. And I'm just kind of looking on Discogs though to see like what good versions there are of that album. Probably only on like the best ones might be on CD. I don't know, but I know like that label tends to be pretty good sounding. Like their original releases on that label. So I'm kind of looking around to see what exists for a vinyl copy because I have a feeling I'll be listening to that album. I have I think I downloaded the Cherry Red box set of their early albums. Um, it's somewhere. It's like sitting on an SD card somewhere, I think. But I do believe you can listen to that streaming also. So I might be doing that. I don't know. Um, very happy music, I guess, if you want to call it that. I like all kinds of music, so not all kinds. I don't really like a lot of metal or rap. Um, there's a few exceptions probably, but um, yeah, it's just a beautiful evening outside. Looked like for a few minutes it was going to rain, but I don't think it's going to. It's not supposed to rain again here until Monday. It's supposed to rain Monday and Tuesday, and today and tomorrow are supposed to be relatively nice and sunny. So maybe partly cloudy at times. Well, I don't know what to talk about. I see my one person is still hanging on for dear life. Thank you, one person out there. Um, my little dog is hearing some kind of noise from outside. Could it be a bird? I don't know. They very much enjoy the sunlight as it streams through here. Um, hmm. Don't really know what to talk about. Music, I guess. Trying to hold on. Let me grab some stuff here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put down my phone here. So has anybody heard? Hold on. Let me and I totally suck at this. Hold on. All right, I'll just put it up here. I was listening to this yesterday. Um, C. Duncan. It's from 10 years ago. It's his first album. I think he's from well, he is from England, but I'm not exactly sure where. Um, I don't know. I like this. I don't know that I love it, but I have his first two albums. I think I paid to have this shipped from overseas or something like that. Like I bought it from the record label, and it's good, but I don't think I love it quite as much as when it first came out. I know the lead singer of the Ocean Blue was listening to it, and I just kind of, I was like, he was recommending it or praising it or something like that. So looks like my one person left, but that's okay. I was listening to this earlier today. I mean, everybody knows this album, but it is fantastic. My son and I were watching Twin Peaks, the final season. I think we're on like episode 5, and they were playing stuff from that album. So I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, it's the music is so incredibly famous. This I got at a Goodwill. Grayson Hugh, pretty good album. It's kind of soulish, blue-eyed soul kind of music from the late '80s, and I believe that album is from the late '80s. I think he had a hit or so off of that album, but anyway. I also picked up the first Elton John CD. This is on Polydor. It's okay. It's actually pretty good. It's better than what I had remembered it when I first listened to it. But yeah, that's stuff that I purchased on CD anyway. I think if you want to look at what I've purchased on vinyl recently, I did do a video the other day. Yeah, show. I don't know what to talk about. It's pretty boring. Sorry, guys. Um, hmm. I guess I'm gonna end the live stream. I mean, I don't have the viewership that I used to have, which is fine. I don't know. Should I keep going? The audience of 0 that's out there. Uh, I don't know that I should, honestly. I mean, we'll see how long it stays at 0. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just thought I'd live stream because I used to do it. And I don't know. So yeah, I've been watching Twin Peaks. Like I said, we're watching the final season. I think we have, let's see, we watched, so I think episode 5 and 6 of the last season. So what do we have, like 12 more episodes to go? And yeah, so it's really starting to pick up, and and be something. So just hmm, not sure what to talk about, folks. Uh, well, my son got the Transfiguration of Blind Joe Death album by John Fahey on CD, so I was proud of him. Uh, I That's a good album. That's a good album to start out with for John. Um, I'm not going to ramble on about John Fahey, so you don't have to worry about that. I think sometimes people think that I'm like he's like my guy that I like worship or whatever, but I actually sold like all my other than the biography, I sold like a lot of my John Fahey related books that I had. I just needed the money, and while I support his creativity, I think some of his yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of out there a little bit maybe for me. But like I had this John Fahey, it's like a repress they did of it's called the John Fahey Handbook, and it has like all the information of every release that he ever recorded, like very detailed down to very rare releases towards the end of his life and that kind of thing. And every place, an itinerary of every place that he played while he was alive, that kind of thing. And it's while that's interesting to me, I can't see myself ever having the money to just buy everything that the guy ever put. I mean, like to me, it's sort of like about the essence of the music with certain artists. Like with him, I mean, I definitely have my favorites, but everything that I've heard, I really enjoy to some degree. Um, I would say, since I already promised not to ramble on about John Fahey, I would say that, well, definitely his last album was a good place to start. Red Cross. I, I'm a big fan of that one. Also, I'd say his later 60s period is pretty good. Early 70s, definitely. Late 60s, early 70s period is some of my favorite Fahey. Fair Forward Voyagers is my favorite album by him. Now, I would say to find a copy of that on vinyl in really good shape would be way up on my grail list. I have it on remastered CD, which is it sounds fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to own that one on vinyl. I have a sort of a live bootleg thing that came out a few years ago. I think maybe 5 years ago, even that I purchased right away when it came out, and it has a lot of the songs from that album. It's very good. It's very good sounding too. It's just it's just a live recording, but it doesn't even sound. It just sounds like it's a studio recording. Honestly, it was recorded very well. I think. I mean, the sound quality is pretty good. So, yeah. Anyway, don't even know it's like live in San Francisco or live in It's not San Francisco. Sorry, San Bernardino or live in something like that. I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, guys, but it's from the early 70s. I would say 73, 74. It's very good. It's not something that you can listen to online, I don't think. So it's just a LP only release. I do own the box set that came out several years ago on CD that has all of this phonotone stuff. I've got a lot of Fahey on CD. Um, I've got a few of his early albums on vinyl. I have like a second pressing of his first album that I found like the jacket is in terrible shape. Like it's actually like ripped in parts, and it's got like marker on it and mildew, pretty bad mildew actually. But the vinyl, I would say, is like a good minus, maybe. Doesn't sound horrible other than the fact that it's rather scratched, and I think it might skip once. But in good shape, like a second pressing of that album goes for 120. In very good shape, I would say 120 or so. Uh, not a real cheap album. So for me to find it in the dollar bin in Iowa City for $3, I don't know. It's kind of a sentimental find. So yeah, finding I would love to hold an original, but the only one that I know that actually has one is like Dr. Demento. I know owns one. I don't know too many people that have one. Don't know. I don't know if one of his ex-wives maybe has one. Not sure. It would be interesting to see who owns one, if there are more people out there other than Mr. Hansen, Mr. Barry Hansen. Well, crap. I'm still here rambling. I think I'm going to end the stream though, because I was just kind of hoping to have maybe more people kind of chime in, but I'm glad that somebody cared to come by and watch my stream. I've sort of run out of things to talk about, but kind of interacting with other people kind of enlivens the whole live stream landscape, wouldn't you say? Well, all right, folks. I hope everybody has a fantastic evening. God bless y'all. Have a happy Saturday and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Bye bye.